Holy hell, how's everybody doing? Happy Sunday. Now it's Monday. It's always midnight. Why do I always do this shit super late at night? Always, every time, super late at night. I don't know. It's whatever. It's because we end the week with this. This is what we do. This is the weekly roundup. I can't do this until after midnight on Sunday. Mom, get out of my room. I told you I'm podcasting. I told you it can make me money at some point. It can. I told you it can, all right? Just be patient. Whatever. It's fine. I hope you all are having a good week. We're officially past the Thanksgiving times, and now we're going into the Christmas times. It is truly the most wonderful time of the year. And I think it is. You know what? I'm going to go up here. I'm getting up here right now. I'm standing on my soapbox, and I'm going to say it. I love winter. I will speak my truth even if my voice trembles. I love winter. I prefer it extremely over the summer. A million times over the summer. Don't get me wrong. Snow is beautiful to look at, but I hate dealing with it. That's a lot easier because I live in New York City and I don't have a car. Like, I don't have to drive to get around. So that makes the snow, I don't really have to deal with snow too much. But, like, yes, I will agree. That is the one pinnacle. I hate dealing with snow, but it's beautiful to look at. I would rather take being too cold over too hot any day of the week. And I am sick of sitting here acting like I'm not, and that is a crazy opinion to have because it is not. Winter, fall, the cooler temperatures, the cooler times is the superior times. That is the superior time of the year, and I will stand by that 100%. We were all lied to by the American schooling system and theme park advertising into thinking that summer was the best time of year. But it's not. It's not the best time of year. We were just off school. That's it. That's why you love it. That's why you think it's the best. It's just because we were off school. I am telling you, I'm not crazy. All right? I'm not crazy. Why I would rather be... I can deal with the cold. If I'm outside and it's too cold, I can put more clothes on and boom, I'm not cold anymore. I can put on thermals. I can put on a bigger coat, right? If I'm outside and it is blazing hot out, I can be butt-ass naked, which I can't do outside, by the way. But even if I can be butt-ass naked. It's still going to be blistering hot out. There's nothing I can do about that. So, yes, I would take the cold any other day. And I'm sick of all you weaklings out there. I'm sorry that your bloodline's inferior. I'm sorry that you crumble under 65 degrees. That ain't my problem. Buy a pair of thermals and buckle up, bitch. You've been living here wherever it is. You've been living there your whole life. It's been cold every single winter. How do you not know how to dress for this properly yet? I figured it out real quick. I'm from the Midwest. I lived in Chicago for 5 years. I rode my bike. I biked year-round in Chicago. Negative 20-degree weather. 5:45 in the morning, I'm on my bike to be down on set to be on fucking TV. Every morning. They didn't film shit out there when it was nice out. I don't know why. You know why they didn't film shit out in Chicago when it's nice out? Because every single thing that was written, that was filmed in Chicago, was written by people out in L.A. who don't know how seasons work. Those people don't know how seasons work. So they're like, oh yeah, this thing will be set in April. And we'll film it in November in Chicago. That'll be fine. No, it's not fine. It's negative 20 degrees out there. It's not fine. Not fine. Not okay. They don't. They have no idea how the real. I don't know. It's fine. Those people haven't connected with reality. So that's the biggest thing. Like working in the film world and working in all this. Like you watch these people try to do things like, well, it has to look like this. It has to feel like this because it has to look real. It has to feel real. It has to, like, appear as it would in the real world. But these people they have not existed in the real world for decades, if ever. A lot of these people, if ever, have no idea how the real world actually works. Like, I'll work in film crews and we'll be setting up a shot and they'll be like, oh, there's this, box truck over there in the shot. That truck needs to move from this shot because why would a U-Haul be in a residential neighborhood? What do you mean? Why would it be? Well, there's a lot of reasons that like a little like U-Haul sized truck would be in a neighborhood. Somebody's working at a house. That's somebody's job. It's their work truck, and they park it in their neighborhood. Somebody like there's a million reasons. Like these people have no idea how the real world works. They don't live in actual like neighborhoods like that. But they want to tell you how they look and how they should feel and what the shot should look to resemble them while they go back to their gated community. Anyway, I'm not going to go off on that tangent. That's a whole other thing. We're going to get into the weekly roundup. We're going to start tearing into it. Let's just fucking let's get straight into it. Why not? Okay. So, news wise, oh boy, do we have some things to go through. To hell with this place. Santos reaction to expulsion. Okay, so George Santos was kicked out of the House of Representatives. I'm going to be 100% honest with y'all right now. I don't know exactly what he did to get kicked out. I know he's lied about everything. Like everything. But I don't know what he did that constituted getting kicked. So there's a video here. Let's watch the video. Maybe it can give us some answers. And I swear to God, if you play an ad before this shit, I'm going to lose my mind. Oh, what? There was an issue. Oh, come on, dude. Just play the video. Don't do this to me. What are you talking about? The CNN website can't play a fucking video? Then what else do we have left in this world? What can I trust if not the mainstream media? Please just play this shit. They don't know that I'm doing a podcast right now. Okay. Oh, hold on. Here we go. No, what the fuck? Anyway, I guess we're not going to get the video. George Santos got kicked out of the House of Representatives. And I'm just going to put this out here right now. He rules, and he might be the only Republican I would ever vote for ever. Ever. He is awesome. And you can go, oh, he lies. He does all this. And it's like, yeah, that's why he rules. Do you not understand this? Like, that's why he's awesome. Like, this is not an original thought. This is somebody else pointed it out on Twitter. He is the living embodiment of be gay, do crime. That is all he did. All this man did was get elected somehow. How did this man get elected in Long Island? Have you ever been to Long Island? It's a racist sludge factory. How did they elect this man? Is he that slick? Is he that good? Does he have that much of a gift? See, it just keeps getting better. This is why this man is an amazing con man. I cannot wait for the Netflix documentary. This is amazing. He's going to go tell all because fuck him. Why not? He's never going to work in government again. Go get a deal out of this. This is amazing. See, here's the whole thing. You can point to people like Santos and Donald Trump, these people who, like, as far as politically go, but by all means and all logic, should not be in charge. These people should not be holding, like, presidential positions, right? Or, like, judicial, whatever. They should not be in charge of our government, right? But when they get in there, they're just so insane and raucous. And yeah, the shit's like the government and the things happening sucks, but they're so fucking entertaining that you can't help but be like, oh, holy shit, okay, I'm kind of in right now. Like, you look at people like this, you look at people like Santos and Trump, and you're like, how did they win? Because that's how they won. Because we can sit here the whole time and be like, hey, no, you have to vote for this guy because he's actually smart. He knows what he's doing. He's good in government. He's going to run shit great and do a good job. You sit there and tell everybody to vote for that guy over and over, and then we do. That guy gets in office and shit still sucks. And not only does shit still suck, now it's boring again. And that sucks. Nobody wants to be bored. Everybody's life in general just sucks all across. So nobody wants to be bored. So if you're telling the American public, all right, here are your options are shit sucks and it's boring shit for nerds, or shit sucks and it's like an awesome reality show, what do you think people are going to go with? Seriously, what do you think people are going to go with given that scenario? I don't. People who don't. There's a certain type of person who just operates and just in their mind they're like, you know, you do everything right and you do it by the book and you're obeying all the rules and everything. Why is this not going right? Because that's not how the world actually works. The world isn't fourth grade. The world isn't like you do a good job and you get a star, you read all the books, and you got an A on your homework, and now you get to go do everything. That's not how the real world works. It's a shitty popularity contest. And that's why Donald Trump won. That's why Donald Trump won. Because, again, he's a shitty politician, but he was entertaining. And people's options were a shitty politician who was boring or a shitty politician who was entertaining. Who do you think they went with? Well, you know who they went with. We all know who they went with. That's how the world works. I just like the world. I don't know. I'm trying in my heart of hearts to find a nicer way to phrase this, to find a nicer way to say this, and I really can't. But the world has been completely run, overtaken, politics, media, everything, by fucking nerds. Everything is run by nerds. When did that happen? It happened in like 2010. That's when it happened. I think really what it was is that like the Marvel movies blew up, solidified that like, no, this is just what going to the movies is now. And then the nerds just like regain control over everything. Everything, every movie, TV show, whatever, everything is just boring, safe, mush bullshit for nerds. And it sucks. It sucks. Take a risk every now and then. Because that's the only way you're going to make anything great. Nothing great has ever come by playing it safe. I don't think that's a controversial statement, and it shouldn't be a controversial statement. Nothing good has ever come by playing it safe. And when you play this into the world of politics, this is exactly what happens. You get the Santos, you get the Trumps. Nothing comes good. No victory comes by just playing it completely safe. I mean, this might be not the right way to word it, but it's really the only way I can think to do it is the left kind of needs its own Trump. The left needs somebody who will kind of stoop down to his level and kind of play by his rules for a little bit and jab back. Nobody wants to jab back. Everybody just wants to go up there and be like, well, I'm so good and I'm so smart and I know all the best things to do to run the country. Yeah, but you're a fucking nerd and you're boring. Well, I know the right way to run the country. And then you can say that, but if the guy on the other side of the aisle fires back with like the funniest comeback you've ever heard, guess who the room's going to go with? Even if that other guy sucks. Like, being personable, being likable, not even like universally. See, everybody mistakes being likable for just like, well, I need everybody to like me. Newsflash, not everybody is going to like you. Not everybody is going to like anybody ever. That's just being a human. That's being a person. That's one of the biggest things that frustrates me in the stand-up world, especially with newer comedians. They'll come up and they'll talk to me about like, I was trying this and I can't get it to work and I'm just trying out there and they're not laughing at anything. They're like, what did I do wrong? What did I do wrong? And they're focusing so hard on like, what did they do wrong in this set and that their audience did and that audience didn't like them. And it's like, well, maybe it is something that you did, or more than likely, and none of them want to accept this. None of them even want to treat it as a possible notion. They just don't like you. That doesn't mean nobody doesn't like you, but this specific audience, this specific gathering of people just doesn't like you, and that's okay, and that's going to happen a lot, and that's going to keep happening. That's never going to end. That's just how it works. And the hope, and as far as stand-up goes, the hope is that you're good enough and you cultivate enough people who do like you that it doesn't matter. People who just like you come to see you, and that's it. You're not dealing with just random people coming to see comedy anymore. But that's the world in general. Not everybody is going to like everybody. So people mistake likability for, well, they're liked by everybody. Nobody is liked by everybody. Nobody ever has been in the history of humanity. Likability is not being liked by everybody. Likability is figuring out who you are and who likes you and really fucking cornering that. And that's what people like Trump do. And that's how he won. And the answer to that is to not fire back with, well, I mean, that guy didn't turn in his homework, but I did. That's not going to win. That doesn't beat the bully. You got to bully him back. Somebody fucking just punch back. Somebody just throw somebody on the left, in the Democrats, anywhere. If you want to take down this man, somebody throw a fucking punch back. And just something, anything. But they won't do it. We're just going to sit here and argue about people turning a classic cartoon character into a different race for 20 years, and that's just it. But that's exactly what they want us to do. I hate to sound like some old fucking like boomer hippie dude, but that's literally exactly what they want us to do. They see us doing that shit. They see us arguing about this stupid, pointless bullshit, and they fucking smile the entire time. So have fun. Just keep playing into their hands. We're going to keep on the politics route here for a second. This is, so first off, Henry Kissinger is dead. Sound it off one time. Praise the Lord. There you go. 21 gun salute. Not to him, but to death for taking that man from us. There you go. All right. So Henry Kissinger is dead. He was an evil, terrible, horrible man that should have never been born, let alone live as long as he did, right? Anybody with any sense of reasonable, morality, I think, would agree with that statement. Again, that should not be a controversial statement. What I want to point out, this is an article I came across from Slate, because I want to, when I do these, I try to just find a, decent article to pull up, maybe one that has a video or something. And this is one that came up when I was Googling for Henry Kissinger. And this is one from Slate, and it's called Dancing on Your Grave. Subtitle, it's both heartening and kind of weird that Zoomers picked Henry Kissinger as their public enemy number one. Okay. Zoomers didn't pick Henry Kissinger as their public enemy number one. Anyone with a sense of morality has chosen Henry Kissinger as their public enemy number one. Zoomers are far from the first. You know what it is? I think Zoomers are the first generation to be born with instant access to all information. So Zoomers are the only people who have came out of the womb and known instantly, this is one of the most evil men to ever walk the planet Earth. That's just it. This isn't some weird phenomenon. This isn't like, why do Zoomers hate? It's because they knew. It's because they were born just knowing the truth. That's not weird. That's how it should have been. This is the attitude to have towards this man. It's both heartening and kind of weird. It's not weird at all. This is the reaction that you should have. And I read a little bit here. Abby, a 25-year-old in Brooklyn who runs the Instagram meme page B.the.reverse cowgirl. Okay, first off, this is the point. Nothing against you, Abby. Do your thing. I probably love your meme page. I love meme. There's a chance I might already follow it, right? But the fact that a legitimate piece of journalism, their go-to is like, well, we have to figure out how this generation is their feelings on the death of this horrid war criminal. Somebody find me somebody who runs a meme page in Brooklyn. Okay, this is just where we're at. That's fine. Abby was on a first date when a push notification rocked her world. Henry Kissinger, former Secretary of State and National Security Advisor, singular architect of the U.S. security state, underwriter of many crimes against humanity, and a frequent irritating presence within the D.C. high society, was dead at the age of 100. Abby, who asked me to refrain from using her last name in the story, was born in 1998 and is therefore generations removed from... Okay, yeah, blah, 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 blah. It's something I've eagerly awaited for several years. Okay, well, I mean, you wish it happens. It is something that is weird to sit around just as, again, like a normal 25-year-old waking up every morning just like, can't wait till Henry Kissinger's dead. I mean, you hope for it, you wish for it, you're happy when it happens, but I guess that is weird to like wake up and meditate on that. I will give him points for that. She told me, I yelled the news to the whole bar. I had to tell my date to give me a minute so I could fire off some tweets. I was like, I'm sorry if this is weird, but I've been waiting for this for a while. I mean, I guess when you run a meme page, that's where your priorities are. I can't falter on that. You know what? If there's somebody who appreciates the art of shitposting, it's me. I appreciate your work, Abby. You are truly a soldier in God's army, and I appreciate all the work that you and everybody who takes time out to run a meme page does. I do appreciate this. I mean, Abby is not alone in her disrespect. Henry Kissinger has been a canonically sinister figure for decades. Yes, again, despised with zest by flower child boomers, discontented Gen Xers, progressive wonks, anti-imperial. I mean, yeah, everybody has hated Henry Kissinger. It's still interesting that young people who are more materially disconnected from Kissinger's crimes than any American generation before have managed to keep their distaste for the former secretary razor sharp. I mean, again, maybe not so much in America, but I feel like, I mean, if you're young, if you're a young person anywhere that was affected by Henry Kissinger's policies and his actions, then that makes absolute sense. Are you kidding me? If you're a young person in Cambodia right now, I understand waking up every single morning being like, I cannot wait until that motherfucker's dead. Yeah, I mean, that's your job, right? You should do that. That should wake up and like fuel. That should be your coffee every single day as Henry Kissinger is still alive. If you are 20 years old in Cambodia right now, yes, but believe you me. Yeah, no, he's a top. Oh, wait, here's a fake Spotify chart for the top 10 deaths. Why is Jimmy Buffett number 3? What the fuck did Jimmy Buffett do? Leave him out of here, dude. All Jimmy Buffett wanted to do was make some boat jams. Jimmy Buffett just wanted to smoke a spliff, down a cold one, hang out with his bros on a boat. Why are you lumping him in with Henry Kissinger, dude? Jimmy Buffett never killed anybody, except maybe a vibe at a party or two when a guy would put his song on when it was like, read the room. You know what I mean? He was literally ancient but still topical, continued Lyra. Every few months you'd see a headline in the news, someone meeting with him, or there being an anniversary of some event that involved him and people's disdain for him. Yeah, I mean, yeah. He was always, I do remember him always kind of popping up. It would always be like, you'd be sitting there, it's like, oh, and so and so is meeting with Henry Kissinger, and you're like, fuck, that guy is still alive, right? That did keep happening. I remember that little things like that would always pop up. Yeah, it felt like once or twice a year, the media would just be like, "Hey, by the way, Tupac's gone, but Henry Kissinger is still alive. We don't get we don't get Heath Ledger anymore, but we're gonna keep Henry Kissinger around for a while." There is no God. Yeah, I don't know what else to really take from it. It's not weird that Gen Z's super into it. I totally get it. Shout out to them. Keep it going. He's gone, dude. We won. Mission successful. This is our magnum opus. We did it. This meme is great. Rest in piss 1923 to too damn long, and then just Calvin peeing on Henry Kissinger. That's great. Salute it. I don't know what you were going for here, Slate, but you know what? If there's one thing that we believe here in the RONPOD universe, it is we will not be held back with facts and reading out anything for context. Anyway, this is another. Okay, so here's just a random video, kind of in the same vein of what we've been talking about a little bit. Just watch this, and I want to give you this. This is Jesse Waters. He's a correspondent for Fox News. He's talking about Joe Biden drinking from a straw. Just listen to this and watch this.
Joe Biden used a straw. Now, if you've seen me on The Five or on Prime Time, you know I recommend that all men refrain from using straws.
I recommend that all men refrain from using straws.
It's unbecoming. The way a man's lips purse. The size of the straw is just too dainty. The way your fingers clasp on it. No.
Okay. This is exactly what the fuck I'm talking about, because this is all media and news has become. They figured it out. It's perfect. How can we keep people from talking about the fact that we do 20 bajillion war crimes a day? I don't know. Let's call Joe Biden gay for drinking from a straw. That'll do it. And it seeps out of politics. Like it's to the point there's grown men out there who will not eat a banana. You are a grown, tax-paying, bill-paying, child-rearing man, and you are afraid of eating a banana. Go to war or something. I don't know how fucking insecure can people. And here's the worst part. I don't. People like him, shit like this, the majority of it, I don't think most people who say shit like this in the media, they don't believe it. They know exactly what they're doing. They're saying ridiculous shit to stir up clicks, to stir up reactions, to stir up whatever, blah, 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 blah. It's the same reason a lot of stuff when you look at like, why would somebody do that? Why would they say some stupid shit like that for any kind of reaction? Even you just calling that person stupid is a click, is a like, is an engagement. They get paid, whatever, right? That's why they post shit like that. But the problem is there's people who take it seriously. There's like people who see shit like this and seriously engage with it and like make it a part of their day-to-day lives. And that's the fucking problem. People are so stupid. People are so goddamn stupid. Drink from whatever the fuck you want to drink from. Joe Biden probably needs to drink through a straw. He probably drinks most of his meals through a straw. That man is 98 years old. He can't chew anything anymore. He's drinking everything through that shit. Little bad boy. And yeah, of course they were like, oh, gotcha moment. It's a bunch of pictures of like Trump. Yeah, got him. It's a picture of Trump. I really cannot say his name, can I? Trump. It's a picture of Trump drinking through a straw. And they're like, oh, gotcha. Which, yeah, sure, whatever. That's another thing with all this shit. Have you guys not figured out that these like, oh, gotcha, well, you said this, but then this, gotcha. They don't care. They don't fucking care. You get these guys with gotcha moments every 2 seconds, and nothing has happened. Have you thought about that as well for a second? Let's think about that for a second. All the screaming, all the yelling, all the stupid shit that we've fought over, like everything. And now it is 2023. And look at all of the good that it's done. Look at all the health care that everybody has. Look at all the living wages everybody is making. Look at all the wars that we're not in. Look how great it has made everything. Look how ended racism has been. By you taking time out of your day to do shit like call Joe Biden gay for drinking out of a straw or arguing about the Black Little Mermaid or anything like that. Where does it get great? What do we do now? We argued about this. What do we do now? We just keep arguing about dumb shit, and we still can't afford a home. All right. Anyway, a little bummer one we got going on today. All right, here's a little bit more of a little more uplifting. We're veering away from the news, but this is just a general point I want to make. I'm gonna play this little clip for you here. I'm just kind of using this video as a jumping point. So just here, watch this.
We're gonna show you guys
how to make the best McDonald's chicken nuggets.
Okay, so this is a couple. First off, couple content, get out of here. No, it's nothing personal, just nobody wants to see you guys happy and in love on the internet. Nobody wants that. But best of luck to you. It's nothing personal. And again, just using this as a jumping point. So not trying to come at you. But this is a couple, and they have chicken nuggets, and they're like, we're going to show you how to make McDonald's chicken nuggets at home. And I see videos like this all the time. It's like, oh, here's how you can make a Chick-fil-A sandwich at home. Here's how you can make a Big Mac at home. You will never ever be able to make any fast food item at your house, no matter how hard you try, no matter what ingredients you put in there. You will never make a McDonald's chicken nugget. Those people have crazy chemicals that they add to everything in giant batches that you cannot get your hands on without a business or probably some kind of scientific license. Do you have Red 40? Do you have phosphorus phosphate formaldehyde? No. Then it's not going to taste like McDonald's chicken nuggets, and stop lying to yourself. Just go get, if you want to just go get McDonald's chicken nuggets. I know I know it's a little pricey, but they're not that expensive. And I hate shit like this. It's like, oh, well, you can make a Chick-fil-A sandwich at your own house. It just takes $25 of ingredients in an hour. I'm just going to Chick-fil-A, dude. That's not happening. Also, it's like, yeah, you have to buy, but what they don't tell you is like you have to buy all these ingredients to like say make this one thing, and then you still have all these fucking ingredients left over. What am I going to make 50 Chick-fil-A sandwiches? I'm not eating nothing but homemade Chick-fil-A sandwiches, dude. I just wanted the one. I really just want the one. So I'm just going to go to the store and I'm going to buy that. Save yourself the time, save yourself the headache. If you are not going to make chicken nuggets at your McDonald's chicken nuggets at your house, I promise you that. You do not have access to a bunch of different chemicals that the public probably should not have access to. And if you don't have those, you're not going to make them. Sorry, just a quick point I wanted to make. Lastly, so we're on the news, but we're getting out of the politics. This is a fun one. So who is this? What was this actor? Oh, yeah, Felicity Huffman. So this is CNN talking to Felicity Huffman about the college admission scandal. Now, I'm a little hazy. I remember when this was around. I remember reading about it. I'm a little hazy on what the details were, but as far as I remember, it was Felicity Huffman, a few other actors, and then just a few other kind of powerful, wealthy people in general who were basically paying colleges to get their children in, more or less. Which I don't know about you, but back in my day, you used to just make a donation and they would name the library after you, and that's how you paid for your child to get into college. I don't know exactly what else they did here. Also, again, I never figured out what George Santos got kicked out of the house for. What did he actually do? What did George Santos actually do to get kicked out of that? Again, I could look this up. I could Google this very quickly right now. I will not be held back on facts. You know what? Let's go out on a limb here. I'm just gonna say, he got kicked out for. I'm going to go with like lying about his mom being in the Twin Towers, which what an awesome lie to tell. What a great lie to tell. There's no way anybody could ever look up or verify that. We have no idea any of the names of the victims from that. No, sir. Yeah, looks like we're just going to have to go ahead and believe him on that one. Well, what are you going to do? All right, Felicity Huffman. Let's see what she has to say. Oh, let me turn this up.
Daughter a chance at a future.
Let me start this over.
It felt like I had to give my daughter a chance at a future.
Desperate Housewives star Felicity Huffman is finally speaking out about her role in that college admissions scandal.
Hold on. It felt like you had to give your daughter a future. You, the very successful, financially successful, rich white woman, had to bribe a college admission to give your daughter a future. You had to do crime to give your daughter a future. Do you understand? This is what people who like sell drugs say. This is what people in abject poverty say. Why did you sell those drugs? Why did you turn tricks on the street? I had to feed my child. I had to buy diapers. I had to pay for tuition. I had to do these things to give my child a future. You were on Desperate Housewives. You're good. Your kids are good. They can get into what? No, they didn't get into Stanford. Guess who else didn't? Most of the other people who applied. They can go to another good school. This is a wild thing. There are certain people, and I think especially like Hollywood, like wealthy, people who are of a certain income and elite, whatever. Once you get to a certain level in life and you settle into a certain level of wealth and height and a way of living, you literally, and I mean that, you literally cannot imagine not living like that. Like your brain cannot fathom living like that. Like if Starbucks is closed and there's a McDonald's, you cannot fathom I'll just go to McDonald's. So rich, like you cannot imagine your kid not getting into, let's say, Harvard or whatever. If they don't get into Harvard, well, there's no other option. No, that's not it. Like they're not going to college, they're going to Harvard. These people don't live in the same world that you and I do. Like the money literally warps your brain. I legitimately think it warps your brain. Anyway, let's see what you
known as Operation Varsity Blues.
So it was sort of like my daughter's future, which meant I had to break the law. I kept thinking, turn around, just turn around. And to my undying shame, I didn't.
She also apologized, quote, to the students and families that sacrifice and work really hard to get to where they are going legitimately. In December 2019, she was sentenced to 14 days in prison. She also got a year of probation and 250 hours of community service on top of a fine of $30,000.
You know what? I'll actually stand by that. I think that's actually a pretty fair punishment. I do legitimately think that's a pretty fair punishment for the crime. That's another point of view. A lot of things that I look at online, a lot of the comments of people, I look at people and I really want to ask, do y'all believe in restorative justice or not? Like, do you really believe, I don't know, it'll be like some petty theft video, like caught on video or whatever. And they'll be like, yeah, the person got 6 months in jail. And they're like, 6 months, they should have got away for 5 years. And it's like, okay, do you want this person to be a functioning member of society or not? Do you want them to go in, get rehabbed, pay their debt to society, and come out a productive member of society or not? Or do you want this person to just rot away in a jail because you don't like them for whatever reason? Like this woman, Felicity, say whatever you will about this, her crimes and this whole deal, whatever. She bribed or paid whatever to get her kid into college. She didn't kill anybody. She didn't maim anybody. She didn't assault anybody. Like, nobody got physically hurt. Yes, you can make arguments about other damage done, but this woman doesn't deserve to rot in prison over this. I legitimately, I sincerely, I do not think this woman deserves to sit in a prison for a non-violent crime. I don't think most non-violent criminals deserve to sit in prison. So I definitely don't think, like, the people I'm sure in the comments were like, she should have gotten so much more than that. No, I don't want to set a precedent. I don't care who it is. I don't care what they've done. I don't want to set the precedent of non-violent offenders should rot in jail. I just think that's a bad takeaway from all this, regardless of if it's the rich white woman or like the dude selling crap, or you know what I mean? Like, regardless of, I don't want to set that precedent. That's just bad. But yeah, this idea of like you had to pay, you had to bribe to get your daughter into college. What was she, how bad was your daughter at school that you had to pay? You couldn't even get her a community college. They take everybody. You could have sent her to one of that. Was your daughter failing lunch class? How does this work? You did, like, I mean, either she is so delusional or her daughter is that fucked up that she's like, this is the only way. I mean, you guys don't know her. It's the only way. Just trust me when I don't like it any more than you do, but just trust me on this. It is the only way. I tried to get her a job. I tried to get her a job as a cashier down at Lowe's. They wouldn't take her. They wouldn't have her. You don't. It's bad. Look, I will give you this. Just put her in the general classes, okay? We'll figure out a major later. But other than that, I don't know what it could be. Why you think you had to pay to get your daughter into college? Successful, rich actor woman. I don't know why you thought. She literally was like, I had to do crime. Like she's NWA. Just being like, this is where we come from, man. This is just, I mean, where we're from. This is just the way of life. This is how it goes. What are you talking about? You were on Desperate Housewives. Just have her submit her SAT scores and go to the best one she can get into, like the rest of us. There's no need to involve crime in any of this. Jesus Christ. Okay. All right. Well, that about sums it up. That wraps up the week. And what a week we've had. What an episode this was. We had some roller coasters up and down on this one. I want to thank y'all for listening. Yo, real quick. If you want anything from me, social media, my stand-up comedy special, my Discord, hop in the Discord if that's something that you're into. If you post stuff in there, stuff from my podcast, the other podcasts for the Twitch streams, all that stuff, go to allmylinks.com/Ron Irvin, ERVIN, everything you could ever want from me there. Follow me on everything. You can get my stand-ups, my live stand-up dates on all my social media. I always post about it. But other than that, yeah, allmylinks.com/Ron Irvin. That's it. I've got the other Bottom Text pod I'm doing with Dane Rothenberg. That's a great New York City comedian out here. We're having a lot of fun with that, so check that out. And that can also be found at allmylinks.com/Ron Irvin. Until next time, I love you guys. I will see y'all. Peace. Thanks for listening.